Want to see what's my match secret for success?
What is it? Oh, shit.
Pre-match Viagra. Match that I came here, I pretty much made everything like pretty safe. It was the first match of the year, so I thought I shot it like super conservatively. AKA shot like a little, you know. And I came to the last stage and I was like, I'm gonna push. And I pushed my score down the hill. It was very interesting experience. It was awful. Oh man.
So you're gonna focus on points this match?
I'm gonna focus on trying to fucking grip my gun. That's all I'm focusing on.
New grip.
Yep. I have no idea about the points. I'm just gonna try to grip my gun.
Let's go. Remember the rules.
The rules, grip my gun today. Just that.
Just that.
You know, I'm very excited to shoot this match, but I just had one question. Who the fuck came up with the idea of shooting at 7:30 a.m. today? God dang, bless your heart. You want to learn how to get ready for a match when you come on a cold day? Here's how you do it. You grab your belt and you just put it on top of whatever you're wearing, and you're ready for a major. It's that simple.
Now, until this match, we didn't used to see who was in our squad, so we were surprised to find out we would be shooting alongside none other than USPSA Grandmaster and consistently top 5 in nationals, J fucking Beal. And before anyone says anything, I would like to go ahead and apologize for the lack of footage that we have on our squad mates. The truth is, pretty much everything went wrong in this match when it comes to technology, so between not sharing it at all or sharing what we got, we went with what we have.
Trigger freeze will happen regardless, you know, whether it turns or not, because my finger is frozen.
Now, I've been trying Eric's grip 1 to 2 times a week, and let me tell you, the learning curve is absolutely huge for someone like me. The whole not using your hands thing is really amazing when it works, but I was only able to make it work for a handful of shots, and the goal of this match was just to have fun, to stay involved in the sport, and see what score I could get with the technique for pretty much everything a month after hearing about it.
Awesome. So I'm here with Tom Castro. Tom put an amazing match, man. I was surprised. Last year was already awesome. This year, it surpassed my expectations. The vendor area is by far the best vendor area I've seen, which is you know, one of the most important things when putting a match together. It's every week you had like another sponsor coming up, and I just keep telling her like, holy shit, man, does this guy like sleep or something? Like, how was that?
So the main thing is the goal was for the vendor area was to just basically push our sponsors more than the match. You know, we pretty much got the match stuff figured out. We've been doing it for years. Todd Holmes, the match director, has an amazing crew here. I became friends with Todd, and I started, you know, kind of wanting to make something different and make something better. And I had access. Once he gave me access and he kind of let me do some stuff that nobody else would, that's when I was able to push the vendor area. So it's a ton of work, but it's pretty easy. You just have to follow through, right? Like, you promise to sponsor something, you follow through, and they tend to follow back, right? They tend to follow back. So this year I had more sponsors come to me than ever, where I didn't have to call them.
That's really cool. Yeah, sponsor was coming to you for a match. That's really awesome. I also saw you shot the match very well. I mean, I was looking at everyone's work. I'm like, damn, besides Tom, who's having a good day here?
I don't know how. I've been practicing a little more for myself, and I found another level. But, you know, when you're tired and exhausted, it's not always easy. But I just followed my own rules. You know?
Nice,
man. I teach.
Nice. Well, it was a great chatting with you, great match. If you guys have a chance to come to the South Carolina match next year, you shouldn't skip on it. It's one of the best matches to the Southeast. You should definitely try to whenever you come to.
Thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Nathan Carvalho.
Yep, that works.
Honestly, I would have been too embarrassed to share this match a while back. Pride's a bitch, and it tells you you're only worth what practice score says. But the app doesn't tell the whole story. I had put on 15 pounds since the Extreme Open, had been in therapy several times a week, and practice was limited to a max of 45 minutes per week. It doesn't look pretty, but few things ever do when you're starting something new. But this is where I was early 2024. That's part of my story. Look, you are what you make out of the curveballs that life throws at you, so this is me saying fuck you to depression, to injuries, to losing my job, and welcoming myself to a whole new life.
How is your elbow feeling so far?
My elbow's feeling fine because I'm not using my hand to grip the gun, so my elbow's feeling pretty good.
Have you been able to get a feel of the last two stages for the new grip?
A little bit. The first stage was not good at all. I kind of just went on auto mode, like default, just like, you know, shooting a match like I do, which wasn't good because I couldn't tell where my dot was, and it was like fucking like Alpha Mike, Charlie Mike. I just had to redo it on the second stage. The grip was better. I got it like pretty well, but I was thinking about some other stuff that we had going on. Like we had some issues with our microphone because we came very prepared, you know, like for this time. So I was just like thinking about some other stuff. So I just shot some targets twice or 3 times, I don't remember. But the grip ended up being pretty decent. I'm just gonna spend more time on the draw and, you know, make sure that I actually get the grip that I want. Gonna end up looking, you know, a little bit more retarded than usual, but it's gonna be fine, you know.
Nice.
But it's fun thus far. The weather is clearing up. We're almost halfway through the match, so
nice.
Again, I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see this, but shooting with Jay was very different. He has a sort of here to have fun vibe that really shines through and makes everyone feel welcome around him. He's truly an ambassador for our sport, and we're just grateful to have him around us.
How do you feel about the stage 10? Good? Got a plan?
oh yeah, we're gonna start, do pew pew on the first target, pew pew on the second target. We're gonna move to the next position. We're gonna go pew pew, ping, 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 pew pew. We'll go to the front and we go ping, pew 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 pew. Reload, go to the edge, pew pew.
Solid.
Pew pew, ping, pew pew. That's it.
Sounds good.
This is the way I expect every local match to treat every person that pays $20 for it. Okay? Hey, bye peasants. VIP.
Highest rank.
Idea for USPSA to make more money. VIP match ticket. It gets you a rental on a car like this once per match for an extra $150. Now make it $200. So nationals is $600 flat.
I think we're from South Carolina.
That's a good idea. Hire me.
Right.
I'm good with money.
I go through Alabama.
What is FTSA?
I didn't shoot at the target. I forgot the target.
It's actually quite nice to shoot a match and not care about the outcome. I mean, I was pissed at my very first loco in USPSA, but how much fun can you have when you're just carrying the weight of all of your expectations, frustrations, and trauma on your back? Fuck that. This was my worst performance to date, and at the same time, the best time I've ever had in the sport. So lighten up a bit. It's not that deep.
What happened with the seal?
Well, I'm not used to this grip or like standing so tall. I think I was just, moving a little bit too much. I just had to like over confirm to make sure that I would not run out of ammo. It ended up working pretty fucking good because I did not run out of ammo, but
Nice.
yeah. I'm used to the gun, my hands, everything moving in one way when I'm coming like pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
And just staying a little bit taller is different, so. But, trying things out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do chrono.
How does this work?
They measure like the weight of your gun base, the weight of your bullet, and how fast it's going. They divide one by the other. That gives you your power factor. You need to have a minimum of 125.
Well, my worst match is now eternalized for any and all who wish to hold it against me. But look, from this match we learned so much more than any other match. So we did some investments, we did some planning, and we pulled up to Area 8 a bit more prepared. I think you guys are going to like what we have coming up next. So make sure to keep up with us on Instagram at nathanshoots.c, and I will see you shortly.